Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night, and I decided to just pull all of us up at once.
I noticed.
Elbow is already starting to fall asleep.
Look at that cute face.
Ah, so it's time for another IndieCD's Creatives at Play. And as always, we have Trey, we have Hobo. Brett is in the background causing chaos.
Doing a heckin' scrum.
We are, of course, partnered with Dubby. Use code IndieCD10, get 10% off. We do have IndieCD.com 3 coming up on Saturday down in Fowler, Indiana. And this is still the old one, but it's still the only thing that's changed is the date. March 14th, we will be doing Kicking It with Sam and Mrs. Acme over on Kick. And at some point, I will get around to actually updating this again to reflect all of the new shows. So, yeah. Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh, it's been a day today. Oh, doing the choose your own adventure game with NDOT reading, looking at the contract information book, then going to the spec book, having the spec book tell you, go to this spec, so you go to that spec, and then you go to this spec, so you go to that spec, and then it's, go to this spec or this spec. So you go to the first one, you found out you somehow died. Then you go to the other one, you found out you still somehow died. And
I don't know how Dracula got you both times.
Right, exactly.
Sorry.
Oh. And yep, Hobo's done with our crap already. He's already looking around.
Well, his brother's screaming in the background, like full on. For some reason, he's acting like I'm murdering him. And I don't
hear him, so.
Oh, he's screaming bloody murder.
So we're gonna do, let's do track number 5, Highly Energetic Particles Boogie, which I do believe is part of the Displaced Detective Suite, made by Dan Hallfield, which is based off of Stephanie Osborne's books. You can find their links, or at least Dan Hollifield's links, at IndieCD.org. I have yet to get to Stephanie Osborne's profile, but we'll get to her eventually.
Isn't Bandcamp Friday this Friday?
Actually, yes, Bandcamp Friday should be this Friday, since it's the first Friday of the month. So do check out Bandcamp. We got Dan Hallfield and Bladed Pieces with music on there. And on Bandcamp Fridays, they get 100% of the money.
Look at me, I remembered something. Hooray!
So you are still continuing work on your commission, just in a different color.
Yes. This is second scar. And I am chaining lots. I have no count. I have a link. So
I just hear an elephant running around upstairs.
What you missed was him running past and then the it sounded like a foghorn. I don't know. He is on one tonight.
So, just out of curiosity, what microphone do you use now?
The one on the headset.
The one on the headset?
Yes.
Okay, that explains so much.
Why? Is it
why it sounds so much different?
Okay.
Because there's nothing that actually comes down by your mouth, so it's all behind you. Yeah. Which is why you sound like you're in a tunnel.
Can you hear me now? Well, there's 2 settings for it. Hang on. There's communications headset, and then there's. Hang on. How's that?
Say something again.
I don't need better.
No, that's actually worse.
All right, let's go back. Boop. Okay. Yes,
You
no, maybe.
gotta say more than one syllable, dear, for me to actually figure out if it's better or worse.
Yeah, yes, no, maybe so.
There you go. That sounds
Okay.
better. That's
Okay.
back to how it was, at least.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I don't like headphones that don't have, like, they're like, oh, the microphone's built in, and, you know, it's got this great audio, and you don't have anything by your mouth. No. No, that means that the audio is still projecting away from it.
Yeah. My problem is I turn my head so much that I just turn completely away from my microphone.
Yeah.
Or it's one of the corded ones. So what I need is a cordless one with the microphone.
So like this?
Yeah, probably.
You know, like the one I don't use anymore?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Like the one that I could take up to you at any point?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Hobo.
Hobo's asleep.
No, he's squinting.
Oh, he's squinting? Oh, there's
He's
the ice.
squinting.
There's the ice. I got a good picture. See if I can pull it up here real quick. And I know Aunt Donna will like this picture.
Oh yeah, the pretty eyes.
And then we'll get into the comments because I know I'm getting behind here. Yeah, there we go. Got that picture before the show. No,
Such a best bean.
no, Hobo just looks like he's being bashful.
Right. So shy. He is a shy boy.
So let's go ahead and get into the comments here. And first through the door, as always, is the default StreamYard. Then we had Mr. Dan Hollifield. Good evening, Dan. And we have a Foxy who joined us.
Ooh. Oh, that's pretty.
That's very pretty.
Hello.
Hello.
And Carl's here. He's saying, made it. Hi, Dan.
Hey, hey.
And he's asking, is everyone ready to go off the rails with the creatives?
I keep telling you, there's no rails in here.
Where we're going, we need no rails.
Railings, baby. Oh, we don't want like a Gotham incident.
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Oh, why?
I thought about not, but then, you know, there might be children watching. But yeah, OSHA does not approve.
Comment for Friday night. And...
OSHA does not approve.
Yeah, you can tell no one ever took an OSHA 10 course in Gotham, that's for sure.
Okay, most of their villains wouldn't exist with OSHA.
This is true.
That is very true. Oh, let's see. We got Aunt Donna joining us, saying hello to Dan and the Blitzman Dude. And Carl saying, hey, Donna. Dan says, I swear the post office is playing games with me. A small package went from Atlanta to Athens, was marked out for delivery, then sent back to Atlanta, then back to Athens, and out for delivery again today, and still no sign of it.
Yep.
I had a package go from Valparaiso, which, mind you, is like about a 20-minute drive from my house. I ordered hot sauce. Went from Valparaiso to 3 different post offices in Illinois, to Gary, to Hobart, back to 4 more post offices in Illinois, to Gary, to Hobart, and then finally to my house, where both or one were broken.
At least one was broken.
Yeah.
They hand delivered the last order.
Yeah.
Like I looked at the camera and somebody was just standing at our door with a box in his hands, and I opened it up and they're like, "Hey, you ordered hot sauce?" I was like, "Yeah, I recognize you. Hello, thank you."
Well, they probably ran the numbers, and it was probably cheaper for them just to drive it to us than to actually ship it anyway.
Yeah. Well, you figure probably somebody lives close to us too.
Yeah.
Chances are, but yeah, it was one of the guys that's in the booth, the one that's not Mrs. Talley's husband.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hilarious to just be like, "It's the booth dude. Hello, thank you. Hot sauce to my door. Hooray!"
Carl says, the powers that be certainly seem determined to destroy the post office system. At least the package portion of it.
Right.
Dan says if it had been sent UPS or FedEx, it would have been here last week. And I'll let Bladed say his greeting.
Good evening, all.
And Carl says, I think that's the idea they want everyone to get. They can shut down the USPS package system. And Carl's greeting thesis, so is Donna. And then I had said, by sending the package to 20 different post offices before sending it to its final destination, it gives them justification to up the price of postage again. And here's my theory on that, and I believe this to be true, because it seems like every time they go, oh, the price of stamps is going up by another, 10 cents, 15 cents, whatever, all of a sudden it seems like, oh, the packages are getting here, in the 3 to 5 days that they stay. It's not taking, it's not going back and forth 50 times between the same 2 post offices before, showing up on my doorstep.
I also wonder if they hire more people, though, after they do that.
I wish they would hire some people who knew the alphabet.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That would probably help you guys out.
I mean,
And Carl says that too, Joe.
The E building?
That doesn't even look like a J.
Yeah, we're an F, so I can see E, but H?
Okay.
Donna says, ever since International Cigars went to free shipping, everything comes by UPS, thinking there's a link there. And Bladed said, gonna try this again. Chinese Dynasties Part 2 this Saturday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to be going to IndieCD.com, followed by going out to the job site for pothole patching. Yay! And Houston, Texas Dave is here. Happy Peking Duck and Dumplings Day.
You suck, Dave.
Okay, leave his personal life out of this.
And we have greetings and greetings. And Donna says, I had to share my queso cheese with Callie. He even ate a bit of a corn chip.
I offered some turkey to Hobo the other day. He wasn't interested.
Wasn't interested in any turkey?
No.
He wasn't in. Well, remember before we got bread, I cooked up some shrimp for him, and he wasn't interested in that either.
Yeah, only tuna.
Yeah.
And it's got to be the cheap tuna.
Yeah, we found out our cats do not like albacore in a can. It has to be just the cheap, regular tuna. They're not bougie at all.
They're bougie about not being bougie.
Yeah.
Yes, we're talking about you.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Bo. And Dale's here. Whoop, whoop. The doc is in the house. Don't tell Dawn.
Tit.
Good evening, Dale. Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
And we have greetings to Dale from Carl and Donna. And Carl said that, wow, that's new for Callie. And Dave says, what day is it? Hump day!
What?
And Carl says, Dave, tomorrow's level 1 day, I think.
I think so.
And it was 80 degrees today for Dave.
I repeat, you suck.
Right. I'm going to jump on that bandwagon.
Down.
Yeah.
And Donna says, don't forget to like and share, folks. Yes, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Throw some kicks or gifted subs if you feel froggy. Carl says, well, I got to 50 here with rain, and we were considering ourselves lucky. Got to mid 40s here today, mid to high 40s, and never really went to a full-on rain. It just kind of like misty drizzle is the most I ever saw.
It was Rich's wife?
Yeah.
Ah! Sorry. Mini earthquake.
I'm just watching Hobo.
I know.
Dave says it is Carl. Thanks for the reminder. And Dale's greeting Carl and Donna. Dave's greeting Dan's greeting Dale.
You smelling toast down there?
Yep. Donna says, don't tell Dawn, Dale. What will you give me for not telling her?
Exactly. I'm bribable.
For the right amount of anything, I saw whatever you tell me to saw.
Yeah, or not, so.
Yep. Carl said we saw Viv selling chicken today, or maybe not.
Right.
Puts the in my creatives hat? Puts on my creatives hat. And Carl's saying hello to me, Trey, Hobo, and Brett in the back. Who's being awfully quiet now, so that kind of worries me.
Oh. So he's sitting on the Doom chair, just staring in here.
Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling a Pet Cemetery.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little
Wait for
creepy.
you drop kicked.
I love my cats, but that was a little creepy to look over at.
Yep. Love my cats too, but I draw a line at a certain point, and and Dave said cat's asleep. Well, he's about asleep now. He's working on it.
He's cuddling that yarn ball.
Yeah. And we got greetings from Donna.
Sounded like Indigo.
Yep. He wants part of my sandwich.
Ah.
And Donna says, "Bread." Oh, go ahead.
That's his begging voice.
Ah.
He'll sing
Donna
for
says, oh, go ahead.
That's about the only time he makes any noise. He doesn't really bark. But when there's food involved, this is what you get.
We become a singer.
More ridiculous.
Donna says Bread's being a good boy. And Kitty is joining us tonight.
Hey, kitten.
And we have greetings to Kitty from Carl and Donna. And Carl says dysentery. From me talking about the Choose Your Own Adventure book of, dealing with IndieCD's spec.
That's the stormwater book.
Yeah. Oh, you moved and Hobo's eyes opened.
I'm sorry.
Carl says Bread is screaming. Maybe our mouse is up your way now.
Right.
Now, Bread lately has just been screaming.
He did stop for a little while when we had nosy time.
This is true.
He literally sat on my shoulder and we watched the birds.
And Dan is confirming that Bandcamp Friday is this Friday. And Blady got confirmation that his episode of Keep Kickin' podcast will go live May 5th. Nice.
Awesome.
And I remember to send him all of my links for Patreon and IndieCD's, so he'll put those in the show notes too.
Awesome.
Now, is that a audio only podcast or is that a video podcast?
No, it's a video. He's got a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Drop his YouTube channel in the chat.
All right,
That way we can all get a jump start on following it.
go ahead and grab that.
And Ruby's joining us. Hi, Ruby.
Hey.
Carl saying nice thesis, and we have greetings from Carl and Donna to Ruby. And Donna says cool thesis, and Midnight's joining us. Good evening, Midnight. He's saying hey, people.
Hey.
And Carl and Donna are greeting Midnight. Dan says, I still like my Bluetooth headset. Yours works well. But yours also has a little microphone that still comes forward. And Carl says, Hobo is photogenic.
He is.
Donna says, aw, pretty baby. I miss my Siamese so much. The Siamese are so cute.
Fred's cute too when he's, not being totally creepy behind my back over there. Talking about you, kitten cat. Like he's still back there, just creeping.
Mm-hmm.
Totally creeping.
Yep.
Absolutely that.
But it says the only headset I ever had came with my 360 and it was awful. Of course, this was a few years ago. The ones that get pre-packaged with gaming consoles generally suck anyway.
Yeah.
It's like the ones they always pre-package with cell phones.
Oh God, yeah.
Like those were meant to either A, get you by until you could get a decent headset, or B, you already had a decent headset and those were the backups in case that headset died for some reason, or you were heading to a friend's house and didn't want to risk your good headset getting broken. And Carl and Donna are greeting Foxy. And Carl's asking, so we need to get railings in the green room. I'm sure there's been close to being railings in the green room. Maybe not on video, but...
Mm-hmm.
That's what the counters are for.
Exactly. And Dan said strap hangers.
Cut.
And Donna says, no, Witsman dude, there's an auto rail eater in the green room.
That sounds way dirty than she meant it.
Or
I highly doubt that.
it's Aunt Donna. It's exactly as dirty as she meant it.
Yep. And I kind of agree with Bladed. I think the green room needs coat racks with complimentary hug jackets.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do we get grippy socks?
Maybe.
I had grippy socks yesterday. I don't want them.
You know what? Those hurt my feet. Like the way the
ones that you got when you were in the hospital.
but when you're walking on them,
Oh, okay, yeah.
like the way the grips are, like they hurt my feet.
I can see that because those are like they're almost it's almost like they're studded. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'd
not
rather
a-
be barefoot for just
Like
walking
resting
around.
on your foot and you're stepping on a rock over and over.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Carl's asking, will Foxy be the hat check gal?
Okay.
And Blade said he's sure we can arrange something.
No cigar gal? Oh, there you are. Hi. Did you stop staring menacingly? Thank you.
Carl says they need to train monkeys to deliver hot sauce.
No. Nope.
And Carl says, I hope Dawn and Ted are doing okay tonight.
Yeah, hopefully they got Ted hydrated again.
Yeah. And Dan says, oh, I did get the office doorway threshold cut, trimmed, and installed today. Felt good to be out in the sun. We'll pay for that tomorrow with a rainy day. And Grant's joining us. He's saying, I tried
Hey.
saying hi and it says error. I had that happen to me the other day. On my own channel.
Weird.
It blocked me from saying something on my own channel. Now, granted, I did it from StreamYard, which when I comment from StreamYard, it doesn't show a wrench for myself. So
Weird.
I wonder if that's because it's going through a third-party
Mm.
thing. But then again, it always posts the links when we throw them out there, so I don't know.
Oh, that's weird.
But before we get into, well, we'll get through the greetings. We got Carl saying nice Dan and hi Grant. Dan saying hello to Grant, and so is Donna. And Grant said, okay, it worked that time. And Grant saying hi to Donna and Carl. And before we get into what Grant had going on, we're going to pause the music, play a couple ads, and we will be back after these short messages. Like this one here.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on IndieCD.org.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
And we're back. We're going to go to track number 6. I thought it was a UFO. Oh, that was a big yawn there, Hobo.
Oh. Hi. Is that your yarn?
You ready for your close-up?
Aw.
You're gonna.
And Grant said I got my teeth worked on today and got all Novocained up and didn't realize I was chewing on my cheek while I ate lunch, so now my cheek is sore. Oh.
Oh.
Carl said, ouch. Yeah.
That's never fun.
And Grant says I'm having a rough week. I have a dentist appointment and a doctor appointment.
Ugh.
Ew. And Nick saying hello all. Hope you're all having a splendid night. We are. Hope you're having one also, sir. And Dan and Carl are both greeting Nick. And Grant says good news is that Dennis realized I don't have as many cavities as she thought I did. Well, that's good.
Most excellent.
And Pops is over on the Madness Entertainment group saying hey yo, Pops. Hope you're doing well, sir. And do check out the Madness Entertainment group. They do have stuff many hours of the day. And they're on Roku.
Yes, they are.
And Grant Laker, also League of Cryptids number 4 is off to a great start. Awesome.
Good.
And Nick says, you guys ready for Saturday? Yes, we are.
Saturday.
Well, I am. As ready as I can be. And Hobo's getting repositioned.
He's gonna sit on the yarn egg. Keep it safe. Maybe hatch it into more yarn.
Carl says almost. Nick says woohoo. And there's the link to the YouTube channel for the podcast that Blade is going to be on May 5th.
Yep.
And I'm going to do my own show real quick so I can snag that link. Because I know I won't get it later. Link a new tab. There we go.
Oops.
Subscribe.
More than I needed to.
Really?
For cereal. Oh no, they're not. Okay.
Huh.
Sir. Sir.
That's
What's up?
weird.
Sir.
I wonder if they changed the way they do their subscriptions now. Just not letting you do the choice of, like, getting notified for all things, like for when they go live and whatnot. That's interesting. All right, moving on from there, we got Grant Lankard. Please check out Kickstarter for League of Cryptids 4 if you haven't yet. Okay, let me go back to YouTube because I didn't see that link. Go back into here real quick. Hold on.
Oh wait, there's more.
Back to my show. Scroll up. There it is. Open link. I know I told it to tell me when it started, but it goes to my Gmail, and I hardly ever check my Gmail. All right. You know what? We're just going to keep this open, because I got a feeling I'm going to come back for another link eventually. So, there we go. Okay. And Kitty says, since he's not going to do it himself, bladedthesis.bandcamp.com.
Nice.
And Nick says, that depends on the height of the railings. Is it the height of the railings, Nick, or the height of the counters for the railings?
I thought it was the counters.
And Donna's greeting Nick. Nick says the green room ladies need thigh-high grippy socks.
Oh, the chafing.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Oh, that is. Oh, that is just like
It's
a
like insane asylum
tactile,
stuff right there.
right? That's a tactile nightmare. Oh
Yeah.
no.
I'm not even just thinking of the chafing, just the sound that would make from
Oh
the fabric.
God, I'd be like corduroy pants.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, some of the thicker side ladies would be starting fires left and right.
Definitely be there for me.
Right? Go down the hallway to go to the restroom and just whoosh,
Right.
fireball.
Sit there and your get your legs really going to see if you can start a fire.
You're just stimming, so your legs bouncing, and then suddenly fireball. Oh my God.
Fireball.
Rich?
And we have a good.
Hi, Rich.
Oh.
Interesting conversation to come in on, but all right.
So at around 7:10, 7:12, was somebody talking about me because I just started sneezing my head off while driving?
Oh, what were we
I
talking
don't
about?
think so.
Ah.
Hey, it's entirely
I'm reminded of
possible.
the immortal words of Socrates when he said, "I drink what?"
Yeah, well, welcome to my terror as I'm driving and sneezing.
So much earlier than that, in the city, someone is halfway in my lane, and I'm trying to not hit them and not hit oncoming traffic. My mirror taps theirs.
Whoa!
They're honking at me and flashing their lights for the 2 blocks it takes for me to be able to get into the right lane to pull to a curb so that we're not blocking an intersection
Oh
and
my
causing
God.
a traffic jam or killing ourselves. And she starts screaming at me. Well, you hit my car down here. No. My mirror's tapped in. My mirror's tapped in. I couldn't hit you down there. I tapped your mirror. Well, there's nothing wrong right here. I know. Well, anyways, short story long, she will be taking the car to the dealership because it is brand new. She had to mention that about 15, 20 times. I'll look at the transcription because I still had my AI transcription device recording when all this happened.
Oh,
And then
God.
I'll also check my dash cam footage because I've got dash cams now.
Nice.
But anyways, and she's like, I can call my police sergeant friend. I'm like, go for it. We can do a police report on this. But again, no damage to her car. My passenger side mirror tapped in
Oh
like
my
they're supposed
God.
to do.
Yeah.
But I understand. It's a brand new car. Somebody tapped her brand new car. But she was halfway in the wrong fucking lane. So
Oh.
I was snuggling in my whoopee for a long time on the way home. The F-bomb being my whoopee. But yeah. That's the kind of commute it was.
Fair enough.
And then I had somebody on the toll road doing 40 in the passing lane.
On the toll road.
Indiana toll road. 80.
Were they actively trying to cause an accident?
That's what I was screaming loudly. Much to Misty's chagrin, because Misty was on the phone with me at the time. But she was probably also laughing her ass off. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So. Anyways, how were your days?
Well, not as bad as that. I mean, I chose to avoid I-94 on the way home because people are already driving like idiots on 49. So,
Right. I took a PTO day, so
but yeah, that's the whole reason why I could never work in Chicago on a daily basis. I'd have too much road rage.
Oh,
Rich, we're getting some feedback from you.
what were those for?
Project.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out were those supposed to be for a joining row or? Anyways, I'll figure it out eventually. If in anything else, they'll be for the next time I have to use tan. But Trey, you'll be happy. I finally let the boys go pea fishing.
Tell me more.
They were confused. They were very confused. They were slapping at the water like, and then they noticed a pea and they're like, and then just, the next morning there were a couple of peas left and the water was kind of green, slimy looking. But they consumed greedily, and I've got, still most of a pound of frozen peas left.
Yes.
And frozen peas sink.
Yes, they do.
I was not expecting that. I'm like, boom. But I'm sitting there. I'm like, I expect the next morning that the dish would be tipped over because the boys would just be having Tusselmania and just flipping the dish. And no, they did like drinking out of it. They were very happy to drink out of it. But they're not the sharpest tools in the shed, even if we are talking Nerf.
But they're so cute.
They don't have to be because they're cute.
Exactly.
Although, when it comes to, hey, he's opening the drawer that has the bag of food in it, it's like they've become Ocean's fucking 11.
Yeah.
They're like brain dead, and then the second that all of a sudden they hear that drawer open, all of a sudden it's like, okay, how can we commit this heist?
Yep. Oh.
Although if they hear the milk bone box or the Rascally Rat Berries bag crinkle, they will suddenly just poke their heads up from whatever they're doing and just look. Like, Daddy, are you giving us stuff?
Well, we told you what Einstein did, didn't we?
Was this dealing with pea fishing, or was this dealing with coming back for multiple treats, or attempting to come back for multiple treats?
This was hurting his brothers. So we would let them free roam.
Okay.
And I couldn't get the naked boys to come back. And I looked at Einstein and I was like, you get your brothers back, I'll give you an extra treat. And he took off, and I was like, oh, very funny, haha, And then I see two naked rats running along, and Einstein following them like he was herding them back. Also, he got an extra treat because I promised.
So Misty is stoked because finally the boys have climbed out of the cage on the little cage door onto her shoulders.
Mhm.
For the longest time, she couldn't get it to happen. I'm like, just stand there long enough and just talk to them. They will eventually, because they're going to come out. They're going to come out like an inch, duck back in. Inch and a half, duck back in. 2 inches, duck back in. 3/4 of an inch, now I'm too lazy, duck back in. Then come all the way out. You know, it's, you know, it just, you just have to have the patience and you have to talk to them, you know. And she would get so upset because the boys would hear me in the hall and they would rush to the corner of the cage closest to the door.
Mhm.
And Barnabas would be sitting there looking out of the cage like, where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? She's also happy because the boys have finally peed on me. For the longest time, you know, I managed to stay rat urine free. No more.
Nope.
I have joined the club.
See, the boys would come up to the cage, edge of the cage if Trey and I were moving around. They really came up to the edge of the cage when Mom walked by.
Because she gave them salads.
Oh yeah, she'd make them full-blown little mini salads.
Gourmet salads.
Didn't she also give them donuts?
No, they just stole the donuts straight from her hand.
Yeah, they straight up stole that.
That's straight up Ocean's 11 in that crap.
Yeah. Well, I take that back. She did give a little piece to one of them, and she looked at the other one when, I suppose you want some too. It ran up her arm, stole it, and took off.
Yeah. Cookie Monster stole the donut. Muffin Top stole the granola bar.
Muffin Top during that granola bar. They got it out of the box, and they're carrying it in their mouth, doing a little high step as they're coming into the living room, and it's like, okay, you got it this far. We'll just open it for you. It's yours.
Yeah, I just opened it and gave it back.
Your hearing aids are giving some kind of feedback tonight, Rich.
They shouldn't be because they're in the charger.
Okay.
It might be my actual headphone on that side because it was right next to the microphone. Does that sound any better?
It does. Nope, maybe not.
Yeah, it's still getting some feedback. Not as much as it was. Well, let me hop back into the comments here a little bit.
See if I move that a little bit further back. Better?
Come on. One star. There we go.
Nope, that actually got worse.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we can actually hear us, and then when.
Oh, wait, I just realized something. You're not coming out of my headphones. You are coming out of the speaker. I'm like, hey, wait, something's not right here.
Yes, folks, we are all professional streamers here, including Hobo.
Right. Look at him.
Not IT professional at all. How's that?
Oh, not hearing any feedback now.
Yep. Fixed it. Tech support.
How is it the two IT guys on the show are the two that normally have the most issues?
Revenge.
Because we've done fix it for everyone else and we're just too tired to fix our own shit?
Yeah, okay. No, those numbers track.
That tracks.
Yeah. Let's see, we got Donna laughs slyly. Me, dirty.
Right.
And Nick's reading Donna. Carl says, I like wearing the grippy socks over the other socks when it's cold at night.
I like just plain fuzzy socks for that.
Ooh, excuse me. Nick says, cigar gal. And apparently you were in Nick's head at one point.
Well, it's Uncle Carl. There's got to be a cigar gal walking around.
And Nick says, no primates.
As long as they're not a cigar intern.
Well, that
So,
goes along with
geez.
the next comment. Carl says, I thought Monica was the cigar gal.
Oh man.
Nick says-
We pay our cigar gals.
Nick asks Carl, who's Monica? Monica Lewinsky.
Intern with the blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Intern with the blue dress. Hidden.
And Donna's thanking me for playing her ad. Donna says, Nick, you're not that young, are you?
I was gonna say, if Nick's slightly older than me, and I knew.
Right. Carl saying, hey, we got Maggie Weber in the humor group, so I'm going big in the slubs now.
Yeah, and she made one comment and then hasn't said shit since. So I think maybe we scared her off.
She probably is like, God, they post me a lot. Jeez.
Maggie Weber joined the humor group?
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
How did she find us?
I know the answer to this. I know the answer to this. She was a guest on Willow's podcast Saturday or Sunday morning.
Oh, wow.
And, Carl was talking about the group and talking about how often we share her stuff, and she's like, oh, you're gonna have to send me a link to that, I'll join. And then later that day she did.
Okay, so she was expecting how much we shared her stuff. Okay.
And then she probably saw the other unhinged stuff and went, oh, good God.
Or she might be laughing too hard to post.
Yes.
Or she's busy. I mean, she does have an online presence to maintain.
She probably heard the Green Room song and left.
Oh, what is wrong with these people?
And Nick says, Carl, Monica number 5. Yes, I was just wondering if I'd missed a new person.
Uh-oh, hi. There's no birdies out there anymore to watch. I know.
Carl's laughing. Nick says, and there will be a bit of an announcement pertaining to the HFG activity soon.
Nice.
Carl says, would love to get honest to Betsy and her accordion in the humor group. And Blade is singing a little bit of Monica on her knees. Wait, wrong lyrics.
Depends on who you ask.
lyrics. Not just the original lyrics.
Right. Carl's laughing. Nick says, the call of corduroy. Many a man has been summoned by that call.
Oh, you got it.
And do a close-up of Hobo. Hey,
Got
Bubba.
clues for everywhere.
I don't think he's ready for his close-up.
CP.
Hang
And we
on.
got Dreams to Rich from Carl and Donna.
Howdy, howdy.
And Dawn says, "Evening, everyone. Just got off the phone with Viv and Dale."
Dawn.
Good evening, Dawn. And Grant's greeting Rich, and Carl's greeting Dawn. So is Grant. Nick says they were talking about the height of counters, the fiends. Don is greeting Dawn. Dale says, "Back from an important phone call, and we are ready for spring in Minnesota." I think we're ready for spring everywhere.
The daffodils are coming up.
Donna says, "So that's why he's been quiet in here." And didn't answer my question, so I outed him. Dawn says, "Counter heights? For shame."
Yeah, if it's higher than a Grant or Bryce, then Nick and Misty are sadly
excluded.
Yeah.
Dang.
Dale says, "I hope Dawn will be able to be back here soon. I'm so happy for her and my friends here." And Nick says, "I have a collapsible step stool. Unlimited power."
I'm just reminded of the t-shirts with the T-Rexes with the little grabby things. I am unstoppable!
And Nick's saying, "Hey, Dawn." And Dawn says, "And here's the funny. It's not my fault. Nick, think you can train her."
Oh, Lord.
Okay, let's see here. There's that one. Let me switch to live chat so I can actually see. There's that one. What do we got here?
Because of Dawn, I'd have to develop either a new button or a new shirt. Damn it, you almost made me green room. All because of salty protein shakes.
That.
And the shirt link. You can go to peoriabookrack.com/products/I help Ted kick cancer in the throat fundraiser black tea to help raise funds to help cover the medical treatments for Ted's throat cancer.
Got mine ordered today.
Got mine ordered a couple weeks ago. Pretty sure I ordered it. I'm gonna double check my bank account, but I'm pretty sure I ordered it.
Should be coming in soon then.
Dan says, "Grant got you another. You got another pledge just now. Awesome."
Woo.
Nick says, "This has been our traffic reporter on the scene, Rich Asplin Jr."
Ollie, what's it like out there?
It's raining sideways.
You want some dinner? Soup? What kind? Chunky.
Thanks, Ollie. Don says, "And today has been rough. F cancer, and I'll leave it at that for now."
Yep.
And Carl's giving Don and Ted hugs, yes. Don says Stacy was out of town last week, so the shirt should be going out next week. I always want to support small biz when I can, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't know why that keeps not being set as my default. Yes, set that as default for PDFs. Stupid computer. And we are at the 1 hour mark, so we will pause this music and we will play this ad here.
Music.
In the early days of the Korean War, an underage boy ran away from his family's farm in West Virginia to join the Army. He quickly transferred to the Air Corps and became a fighter pilot. Somehow, he became useful to several alphabet agencies, so he was recruited to help them during the Cold War. Eventually, he got tired of being a spy and tried to retire. Fate had other ideas. These are some of the early adventures of Captain Tom Darby of the U.S. Army Air Corps. From before that fateful night, he rode his motorcycle around a curve too fast on a back road in rural Georgia and accidentally began a new life entirely.
And we are
Partially.
back.
Entirely.
And we are going to go with track number 7, Race Against Time. And Grant saying, thanks, Dan. And Dan saying, de nada, my pleasure. And Don saying, hi, Dad. Any illegitimate children discovered today?
What's today? Tax day.
Right. And we have hobo ears.
And eyes. Oh, look at those pretty eyes.
I'll let
Right.
Carl grab a screenshot of that, because I'm sure he can do something with that.
The funny thing is, he's staring at himself. Such a sweet baby.
Yes, that's you up there on screen, hobo.
That was a very pretty close-up.
And Dale said, and then there was Rich in the flesh.
No, hopefully I roll in the flesh. Otherwise, that'd be very cold with no skin. Sorry.
I just had like an Ed Gein image, and it was very unpleasant.
I was going to say, hopefully you came and show, more than just the flesh, because, coming in just your birthday suit, I'm pretty sure we're going to get kicked off of all platforms.
Oh, sorry.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
But oddly enough, Ed Gein was from Wisconsin, which is where my father hails from.
How much of that have you gotten done so far tonight, Trey?
I did the chain itself, and then I'm working on the first row.
Oh, crap. Nice. Chaos got on to your left.
Yep.
Or right, whichever
Hi.
case that may be.
It's the left.
Okay.
Hi, Bean. Yeah, he keeps coming in to check. Hi. Oh, gonna do a flop. Gonna do a tit and tat flop. Yeah.
Grant says League of Crypts is doing very well. We're almost a third of our funding in 2 days. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
Don says, or Dale says, Don, please, I'm still absorbing the new info. I am so pissed we did not get a full tax deduction. I could have paid daycare expenses. Being from the state of 10,000 lakes, what the hell is pea fishing, Rich?
So it's you put peas in a bowl of water. It's like bobbing for apples for rats, but with peas. That's all it is. It's an enrichment game for pet rats.
Yeah.
Yes, fishing for peas in a water bowl. Oh my god.
Dale says, Dan, I'm confused that our peas are in our garden and we fish for fish. Are there pea fish I have not heard about?
Perch and sorry.
Yeah. Carl says we scared Maggie Weber? Wow. That's just a theory. Dan says this was a form of treat for pet rats, Dale.
Yes. Yeah.
And Dawn says, a fish in every freezer, Dad.
Yes.
Dan's laughing. Dale says, Dan, thanks. And I've never had a pet rat and most likely won't. I had rats attack me when I was a kid and bit my coveralls, jumped 3 feet high trying to bite me in the face when I was about 10 years old. Oh!
You had some psycho rats?
Yeah.
Wow. So we've had a lot of rats, like pet rats, and I have only had one that had behavioral issues, and that was hormonal. So once he got neutered, he was the sweetest thing, which, like Joe always says,
he's worried about what you're going to cut off next.
Exactly, yeah. Fair enough. But
like, I still have... be sweet as pie for the rest of my life too.
Like, I still have scars on the bottom of my foot from Wild Thing.
Yeah.
And my hand. But, you know, once he got neutered, he would come up, kiss on my face, and be the sweetest little boy. So, but yeah.
You chopped his balls off.
I'm just glad he was, because otherwise I wouldn't have an eyeball. But yeah, usually, especially the pet rats, they're really docile.
Yeah, Gallagher thinks he's an ENT specialist. He keeps trying to crawl up my nose.
Has he tried his hand at rodentistry yet?
He's grabbed my top lip, trying to shove his nose into his nose into my nose. He hasn't tried to pry my lips open or anything like that.
Oh my God.
They try to climb into my nose. They'll also try to climb into my ear. And then they'll use my shirt as a habit trail.
So it is the weirdest feeling when you feel those little paws trying to pry open your teeth and then shove their head in there. And it's like, sir, you have the opposite of a will to live. Like why? Why are you like this?
Yep.
And there's nothing you can really do because their little claws are like attached to your gums. So it's like, why? Why are you doing this?
And if you do, they razor blades.
They are.
Rich.
Carl says, yikes, Dale, that is scary.
Yeah.
Dan says, not my style of pets either, but I understood the reference.
Yeah.
The farmers are in the house.
Yeah. Farm rodents are different.
Yeah.
They're a different breed entirely.
I didn't realize one of them got me.
Yep.
This morning, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to wash it off. I'm like, wait, that's a scratch.
Yep.
Which one of those little bastards got me? And of course, they're both going to play, sweet and innocent. Little liars.
Oh, yeah.
And
big old lies.
Dan says, does that mean Dale and I have something in common? Don says, Hobo knows a good-looking guy when he sees one.
Look at that face. Did he just shake his head no?
I think he did.
Yes.
Shy.
Carl says, screenshot complete.
Good boy.
And Don saying, yeah, Dan, thinking y'all could compare dirt turning stories even a half century apart. And Dan saying, I do know my way around a tractor. And Matthew Cricky is joining us. Good evening, Matthew.
Hey.
And Don saying the rats Dad saw were farm rats. Think New York City sewer rats with a piece of straw in their teeth.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick says, "Dear Lord, I leave the keys in a bowl to rats lunging for eyeballs."
Peas in a bowl, and he didn't lunge for my eyeball. He was just sniffing.
Yeah.
It's fine. Totally under control.
Dan says, "Barn rats are a different scale." Yes. Dale says, "Oh, well, Rich, cover that flesh, please." Donna's saying he definitely shook his head.
Are you tired of our shenanigans?
And Dawn saying, "Yes, Hobo, you are adorable."
Yeah.
Next person that says shenanigans, I'm going to pistol whip.
And Nick is saying, "I understand you like your rats, but those stories were horrific."
The rodentistry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at the
It's adorable. When I close the door after we've been playing with him for a little bit, Barnabas is sitting there like, "Let me out!" Ow.
I know.
Thank God nothing was in that.
Ooh. Which one was it that would he would run the spaghetti across the bars. So we would give them dry spaghetti as a treat, and it would sound like typewriters going off. But one would just run it back and forth, like, the metal.
Attica.
Right. Well, it's not like the metal cup against the bars in a prison. God, which one was that? It was hilarious.
Most of them, because, well, one would do it just going back and forth. Most of them would do it running to their hiding spots.
Yeah. Well, there was one specific one that would go back and forth.
I'm going to pull Foxy up real quick. That's looking great,
Oh,
Foxy.
that's gorgeous.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Did you use gold color on that, or does it just look like it?
Just looks like it. I think, which part are you looking at? This over here?
It looks like I'm pointing, you can see what I'm pointing at. Right, like right there, towards the center, around the center flower. It looks like you outlined it in gold.
That's actually white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It looks like you did a gold, almost like illumination on it.
Gold though, with the rest of the colors in it.
That is cool.
It's not black and gold, it's blue and white.
Dang it! Not again! So, apparently, speaking of colors, if you are fully red-green colorblind, going and seeing Markiplier's Iron Lung is not recommended because all you'll see is a black screen.
Oh.
Because it's all black and red. So you will just fully see a black screen. Oh.
Now this is the
That's when you put on
this is the gold.
the audio for
Oh. Okay. See, that looks almost brown on my
visually
screen.
impaired.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Nick says, "Are you under hypnosis? Was there a curse? Do you need a nutcracker?" Well, I don't think Wild Thing needed a nutcracker because they just got chopped off. But
Oh, God, not the Rat King.
You've been threatened by a Rat King. You may be entitled to compensation. And Carl says, beautiful Foxy. Nick says, lovely coloring Foxy. Matthew said I liked Iron Lung.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard really good things about it. But yeah, I saw the thing about the colorblind guy, and this woman went with her husband who was red-green colorblind, and I guess he sat through the whole thing. They got in the car and he's like, could you tell me what happened? Because I couldn't see anything. He sat through the whole movie and could not see, and just saw black screen.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Right?
Right. Especially for I'm pretty sure it's a horror movie. Especially considering it's, black and red.
Dawn says, nice Foxy. Nick said, and if you have a structured settlement, but you need cash now.
All JG Wentworth 877 cash now.
So I sent Nick a video the other day as an idea for their library D&D night, and it was a D&D video. It was, congratulations, you beat the Lich King. You found, and here's what you found. You found this scroll. And the DM, handing the scroll over to the player, and the player goes, oh, great, what's it say? We've been trying to reach you about your broom's extended warranty.
Oh, that's terrible.
Nick, if you use that, I will deny ever giving you that video as an idea. I do not need my tires slashed by a bunch of teenagers for, giving you that idea.
Oh, God.
Next time I'm in the Fowler area.
Oh. So Saturday?
Yeah.
They're like, we know what's going to happen.
Go work that night.
They're like, we know it's going to happen, so we just preemptively did it.
Right. And Kitty's saying, pretty picture, Levy.
Thank you.
And Matthew Krecky has a Kickstarter going. Asking, can I get 40 followers by Friday? Kickstarter.com projects The Night Slayers. The Night Slayers 1, a supernatural mystery comic.
Nice.
Which he is over on the Madness Entertainment Group channel, so the link is over there. Dan was laughing at the D&D story. And Nick says, Iron Lung is based on an indie horror game that takes place in a submarine.
Okay. That makes sense with the name.
And Nick says, my teens wouldn't slash your tires, they'd want you guys to come play.
Oh, those poor souls.
They wouldn't want me to play. Well, they at least wouldn't want me to touch their dice.
So I was watching Smosh, which I know Donna's has gotten into and loves. But it was an AITA for being bad at D&D. And this poor guy was like, I have died 7 times in 2 years. And my group is legit getting so mad at me. Like, am I the jerk? Is it me? And everybody's like, no, like
10 times in a single session.
Right? And everybody's like, no, where's the rest of your group? Are you the only one dying? Like, what is going on? First of all, like
unless you're just running off from your party every time.
Yeah, which he wasn't. He's like, I am legit trying to not die. Like the first time I messed up, I played a barbarian and I went overboard. And he's like, after that, I'm trying to strategize and I just keep dying. It turns out the entire group, including the DM, was in on this. They chose him to die so they didn't have to retreat. And they could keep doing their storytelling. So the whole group was just a bunch of jerks, including the DM.
Wow.
I was about ready to say, was somebody blowing the DM?
I don't know, but this is a group of people in their late 20s, early 30s. And instead of just scaling down the encounters, they just kept killing this dude and then getting mad at him.
As long as you're not Leroy Jenkinsing yourself, you
right?
Don't die that many times in a row.
Right? And if they had told him and it was a group thing of, hey, this guy is gonna die every time and we're gonna just keep resurrecting him and it's funny, that would have been one thing, but they were legit getting mad that he was doing what they were setting him up to do and not telling him.
Unfortunately, age does not prevent you from being an asshole.
Yeah, he's I'm gonna find a different group.
Character Kenny.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I would just start numbering them.
There's a bunch of cock knocking and taco kicking that needs to be done there, you know.
Oh man, he's I'm just leaving the group. Because he was I'm upsetting them, and I'm just gonna leave the group because obviously it's me, and he's it's them, and he's I'm definitely leaving the group now.
What you do is one final time you play, but you make yourself a Spellfire wild sorcerer.
Oh my god.
And you jack up your Spellfire as much as possible. So that when you die, you detonate.
Oh yeah, take them
with you.
I was just ask, is there some kind of spell? Because I've only played D&T a small handful of times, and we didn't really go into explicit detail on things. So is there some kind of spell in the game that you can do that when you die, you just turn your entire body into a Molotov cocktail that just AoEs everyone on the map?
Yeah, you can already dom in D&D.
There's ways you can do it.
I'd be putting out hits on my team members, but the DM was in on it, so they'd adjust things. But it's
so.
Come on, man.
Funny story.
Nobody ever had to put a hit out on me. I just hit myself most of the time.
That was all I could think of, though. I was did Joe write this at first? Because it was just am I the a-hole for being bad at D&D? And it was and it was talking about how he just rolls badly and things like that at first. And I was did Joe write this? Have we been mean to him? And then he's I died 7 times. And I was oh no, it's not him. Okay.
Yeah.
Funny story about, being a Spellfire sorcerer and blowing up and killing the entire party.
Oh.
Done it twice?
Same character.
What?
In the adventure, at a certain point, the gods bring back anyone who's died to this point. So my character got brought back.
Oh my god.
And then a couple sessions later, once again, critted so badly on me that I was instantly double negative my hit points.
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, there's
So-
no death save rolls for that one.
So, once again, failed the roll, so I detonated. Causing the party from that point forward to ask any other people who were trying to join the party, do you explode upon death?
At that point, you just can you have confetti when you explode at least? Like in Halo. The
My sister-in-law was so pissed at me because me dying killed her twice.
No!
Yes.
Oh my
My
god!
brother-in-law laughed his ass off, even though he died twice.
Oh my god!
I looked up from the die, and they're like, "You're joking." Everyone leans over. You mother! I didn't do it on purpose.
I'm dead. You're the ones that are standing there.
I might not survive this encounter, but I'm taking everybody with me.
Yep.
Right.
The good news is, I took out the bad guys too.
See? Not a total loss then. A Pyrrhic victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Nick said his RPG is scheduled for Thursday. And everybody wants a piece of BP.
Amen.
Dan says, Thesis, get out of my head. Nick was exiled from the heroes party. Dale says, are we talking sweet peas, pod peas, green peas, black-eyed, chickpeas, snow peas, sugar snap peas, keto peas, and so many more options for pea fishing?
Frozen peas work best.
Yeah.
I've used canned peas too, though. They do like canned peas.
Yep.
Fresh peas.
Okay.
Fresh peas out of the pod are good too. So yeah. Pretty much anything outside of the pod.
Get to the peas.
Oh my god, yeah.
It just looks like a green murder scene inside the cage.
It does. So cute.
They were having a little splash fight in the dish.
Aww.
It was one of those 8-ounce.
Yeah, the deli containers.
Yeah.
Now I've got to get the grabby thing and yeah.
Yep.
And get all those lids that just tumble down around back. Whoops.
And Dale says, Nick, I knew how to do an iron lung in the 1950s.
I think the last guy that needed the iron lung to live passed not too long ago, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember reading something about that.
And Dan says, bring me another Smurf.
I like it. Another.
With that, folks, we are an hour and a half in. And I'm going to need to get some sleep before work tomorrow. Because another fun day of going over contract stuff. Yay!
Oh, fun.
Yeah, even Hobo looks excited. Carl says, yeah, I'm losing the battle here. Night, everyone. Yep.
Night, Carl.
Good night, Carl.
Good night, Carl.
Good night.
But with that, folks, we will see you all next week. I will be here for Creatives That Play next week. The town meetings got pushed back a week, so it'll be the week after next that I won't be here for this. So with that, folks, everyone have a great evening.
Bye.